Hey guys, Bill here with today's trade. Last night I posted projections as to where I thought some of the potential storm was heading, and you can see that we're on a swing up. One of the things that I wanted to show you was a trade that I just did. One of my fills here was I sold at 15,990, and then I bought back at 15,550. So it's pretty close to a $500 gain. But what happens is this is why I did what I did. So we had the psychological barrier of $16,000, and it was a pretty clear wall. You know, here's a wall in the opposite direction right now, which is not going to go down further than probably not further than that, 15.4. But anyway, over here you can see that the price chart was pretty flat. I mean, it was flat upward, and I didn't expect this bounce to be great. So normally on a psychological barrier with Bitcoin, you know, you hit $16,000, we'll probably gain about a $1,000 bounce. So there's still that potential. You know, we're at 15.5, which is where I sold out, and it just happened a few minutes ago. So I wanted to show you the psychology of it. So the potential is it'll bounce down a little further. It'll go down. It'll go down to 15 or 15 or 14 something right down here. So you see this little curve. This is at the 15-minute candle. Let me put it at the 1-hour candle. You can see that it's doing its normal thing, but the bounces are not as deep. You know, we're not going down halfway. So what happens, or did last year? What happens is it would come up. It would have a pretty strong lead, and then it would come back almost halfway down. So normally right about here. And so with this one, it's kind of a flat upward trajectory and doesn't really have that curve. It doesn't have the curve. So I didn't expect it to go down. So like right now, you can see it's at 15.4. I could have waited and gained another $100. But because it was pretty flat and the bounces weren't that great, I didn't want to stay in there and risk the gain that I had. So $500 bounce is pretty decent if you're doing it a couple times a week. You know, that's $1,500 if you're doing 3 coins. So, you know, if you're making $1,500 on top of the gains that you're already making, and you're doing that once a week, you know, for most people, $1,500 to $3,000 a week is pretty good income, and that's just trading 3 coins. If you're trading 10 coins or 20, you know, you actually start getting up to that, to pretty serious income when you start doing that. And like I said, we only do the safe ones. We only do the ones that we're really, really sure. So yesterday I lost $100 on a trade. I got out really quick. Probably got out a little earlier than I needed to, but I just didn't trust the trajectory. It looked like it was going too fast. And I got back into Bitcoin, which was you know, $100 loss is no big deal. When you're doing $1,500 gains on your wins, and you lose one, and you only lose $100 or $200, or even $300 on a loss, you're okay. So just wanted to give you guys heads up as to the last trade that I did. You know, I promised you guys that I would show you as I did it on the moment. So last night I told you that I was going to sell at 16. Which is exactly what I did, and I bought it back at 15.5. So there you go. There's the trades, a little bit of trade philosophy. I'll see you on the next one.